Hello there, Star Wars fans. A big question we all have about Season 7 of the Clone Wars series is, will we get to see more details about Order 66? I speculate on this topic, but first, I'm Mike, and this is Force Within TV, where we are building a community of creative people who love to share theories and speculation on upcoming Star Wars releases. So join our community today by answering the question of the day at the end of the video. So will we get to see any more details of Order 66 in Clone Wars Season 7? There's a lot of mystery about what happened at the Jedi Temple during Order 66, but we do actually know a lot of what happened to Captain Rex and Ahsoka Tano from Star Wars Rebels and the Ahsoka novel. That said, it just makes sense that Star Wars The Clone Wars should end with Order 66. I mean, that is really how the Clone Wars ended. And if we look at one of the strengths of the Clone Wars animation series, it was definitely that Dave Filoni and crew did a great job humanizing the clones. We actually get to know these clones and get to know them as real people with real opinions and challenges. And showing some detail about Order 66 is another chance for the series to do that. As several commenters suggested, it would be a very emotional ending to seeing the clones that we've learned to love turning on their masters. And there are a lot of other questions that I'd like to see addressed, like how did they feel after they killed their generals? Did they feel anything? From what we know from the Kanan comic, it seems like the clones were programmed not to feel anything at the time of Order 66, but that doesn't mean they didn't struggle with what happened afterwards, as again we see suggested in the same comic. I'm also really curious about how many clones simply abandoned the cause and fled the war after Order 66. There's a lot I'd like to know, but there is one thing I really don't want to see. It was suggested by YouTuber Star Wars Comics that we should see more detail of what happens to Anakin at the Jedi Temple on Coruscant. And personally, I don't want the series to fill in the blanks as to what happened at the temple. I think there should be a lot of mystery surrounding that. And I don't think it's the role of the animation series to enter into that point in the timeline of Revenge of the Sith, at least not when it comes to Anakin's character. Plus, I don't think Season 7 is Anakin's story anymore. It will finish as the story of Ahsoka Tano and the clones on Mandalore. I believe this is where we should see the fallout of Order 66. The only evidence I have to support this is that last spring, as Rebels was ending, there was a Reddit rumor there was going to be an Ahsoka Tano series that would air after Star Wars Rebels. I think that rumor was actually a hint that the Clone Wars was returning with Season 7. Therefore, Ahsoka is most likely going to be the main character of Season 7. I know it's not a lot of evidence, but it's all I got. Plus, I don't think Dave Filoni would just give us an ending without any hope, which is what we'd get at the Jedi Temple. I think in the end we will see an optimistic Rex and Ahsoka setting off into the galaxy. Well, what are your thoughts on Order 66 in Star Wars The Clone Wars? Should we see more than just Ahsoka? Let me know in the comments below, and may the Force be with you.